Okay, so let's get started. So, um, yeah, I've got some boilerplates we're going to be using. Um, so just go to, I guess what you can do is you can just say GitHub, uh, whiz web. Yeah, maybe just search for that. Right, whiz web. Okay, maybe you can just search for me. Ivan006. Go to my profile, then you can go ahead and download this and download this. The front end and back end boilerplates. So download that, and download that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to um, make our project folders. So just go to GitHub and create a new repo. So yeah, GitHub is obviously a development tool. So if you don't know about it, please research it. It's going to be definitely necessary for your career, I guess. Cool. So how I normally name my repos is I do 2024, then the month, and then yeah. So this project that I'm demonstrating, the clients asked for something that they, I think, are calling reloved. It's basically a system for them to uh, for customers to well, for people to sell uh, sports clothing and equipment to other people. So it's a peer-to-peer thing. So um, reloved front end. So I have already created a folder when I was practicing. So now this is going to be number two. Um, so that's going to be public. So there's that. Now I'm going to make a backend one as well. So yeah, I use a two repo approach, front end and back end. Reload. Back end is taken, number two. Cool. And then another development tool is GitHub Desktop, which is what I use. So go research and stuff like that. And then I'm going to use it to clone my repos. Back to two. Cool. Next development tool I'm going to show you, well, not show you, but use, and you can maybe go research it, is PHP Storm. PHP Storm is a professionally paid for thing, but I enjoy using it. Um, so yeah, I pay for it every month. Cool. So I'm going to be opening those projects up here. Maybe first of all, I'm just going to close some of these windows. Open it again. Um, just checking the boilerplates. Yeah, that's up to date. Okay. So reloads to front end. I'm just thinking what's going to be the focus of this video. This video is just going to be about down uh, getting acquainted with the tools I'm going to be using, development tools, and downloading the boilerplates. And then I think I'll go on to the next video. Okay, I'm gonna open. Need to sneeze. Excuse me while I sneeze. Okay, so new window. Okay, we got that open. That's good. I'm gonna open up my backend one as well. Cool. So we got those projects open in our IDE, PHP Storm. You can obviously use any IDE you want. Um, just get them open. Then um, we're gonna go to our downloaded boilerplates and we're gonna paste that code in. So I'm just gonna extract all for the front end boilerplate. It's gonna open up a folder for us. And same thing for backend. Yeah, while this front end one is open, ready, I'm gonna control, I'm gonna copy all the files and paste them into my front end project. Um, and then go to my repo and go ahead and just commit that with just a one. Doesn't actually matter what I'm calling it. Add. We good? We good? Publish. Okay, cool. We're gonna do the same thing with the backend. Go to the backend repo, paste that in. Go ahead and commit that. Cool. I think I'm gonna also download the uh the library. So I'm gonna go to my backend, compose and install. This normally takes a while. Um, so I think I can just run the front end in parallel, which is npm install. This is probably gonna take a while. Not the front end one, but actually the back end one. So so it's actually generating the auto load files that takes long. So it'll probably take 5 minutes. I'm gonna pause and I'll see you in 5 minutes. So I'll pause here. Having problems. Okay, we're back. So there was an error. So we're going to fix the error. It was just to do with the fact that our env file is not available. So on the back end. So yeah, just copy your env example, paste it in there. Um, and that leads us to our next development tool, which is Laragon. So Laragon kind of definitely makes things a lot easier for Laravel in terms of locally hosting stuff. So yeah, when I actually downloaded my repo, I downloaded it automatically to this folder here. Let's see here. Well, to my documents GitHub folder. So, but I've actually configured Laragon to use that as my like home directory, I guess. Can't remember exactly how I did that. But yeah, this is something you guys can just research. Even if I wanted to find out how I did it, I'll just research it. Oh, okay, there you go. I did like that. So basically, any folder that now goes into this thing it automatically creates a um, like a local site for it. But more importantly for now, it's running a MySQL server. So then here's our next step tool, which is hide ESQL. So open that up, connect, create a server thingy, put in the details. This is just our local server. Open that up. Here's the database I have already, but I'm going to make a new one, which is going to have the same name as this one. Let me just copy that name, except it's going to be number two. Two, okay. Then I'm going to go back to my env file here, paste that in, uh, and then we should be good to go. So I'm going to just rerun compose install. It's got nothing to install, but it's going to generate our optimized autoload files. Um, and it's successful. So it's happy with now our env file. Cool. So I think we may as well even just go and do PHP artisan migrate. That's just going to migrate some stuff. So we go back to um, our database here. We can see now we have these uh, tables. The user table is empty and stuff like that. Anyway, that's cool. We're looking good here. Let's go ahead and have a look at our front end. I think we might as well do a similar thing. Let's copy out our env development env, put that in there. Um, so as I said, when you put those folders in Laragon, it automatically creates like a domain for it. But it's obviously only available locally. So the domain will be the same as the folder name, which for me is actually that dot test. Um, and then you obviously that in the beginning. Cool. So that's that. We're gonna put in our um I think I don't know if we'll leave that for the next video or what, but we might as well do that now. Okay, so Google Place API. So yeah, you guys I have Google Places in here. Um so I would recommend getting your API for that your API key, sorry, or your key. So Places API. So, okay, so the reason for this is because WizWeb has an ability or functionality, which is map functionality. Now, we're not going to, I don't think, even use it in this course, but maybe at later part or the core, we're not going to use it in the core aspect of this course, but maybe in the later parts of the course where we've actually in the non-core parts of the course, we'll cover that. Now, I'm only releasing the core part of the course now, so as things progress, I will add to the course, but I'm just developing the core of the course for now, in which we're not actually going to be using map functionality. Um, but yeah, I'm just going to show you how to add this anyway. All right, so where do I get my keys? So keys. So yeah, you guys just obviously know about Google. So here's their key thing. So this is also something you can research in your own time, I guess. But I'm kind of going through the steps here of what you need to do. So I've got a key already. Otherwise, you can just, well, let's delete it and create a new one. Yeah, I mean, generally, I don't want to put stuff like this in my course because it kind of bloats it, and I don't want to bloat it too much. I want to keep it succinct, but this is just the one situation where I'm gonna go through it with you. Okay, so there you go. So now we can run npm. We've got done npm install. So now npm run dev. Additionally, let's go to this URL so we can see that our system, our backend's running. Okay, it's not running. So I think the reason it's having a problem is because maybe I need to stop it and restart it because that's when it actually generates any missing servers. Let's try this again. Okay. I mean, I had a similar problem before. I hope this solves it, where I just delete it all and then reload. Oh, stop and then start again. Unless unless I just got the name wrong. Could be. Cool. So let's see. Oh, I said, yeah, that's wrong. Because the name is actually back into this is the name. So it means we also need to change that in our front end. And it means we need to shut down our local and start it again to get that new configuration in. Taking a while. Why it's taking so long? Here's our front end, which is also having a problem. Okay, we need to generate a key. So I can go ahead and do that. That'll just add a key here. No, then what's happened? Where's our key? Don't have one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. So our back end is running. Let's see what's going on with our front end. Okay. This library is been giving me a lot of problems, so I'm gonna debug this off the um while I pause the video. Um, but yeah, I think when this comes to you, it should be working. Otherwise, that's basically everything for now. So yeah, we just kind of done, as you saw, I introduced you to the dev tools that I'm using and we're going to be using. um, downloaded the boilerplates, installed their dependency libraries, um, got their env files ready, um, and ran both our backend and front end. And that's that. So I think in the next video, we're going to be looking at what we plan on doing for this project. Um, and it's going to be exciting. So please follow along and join me in the next video. Cheers.